Okay, Rabotai, we are continuing. We left off on page 188, discussing about, thank you, God bless you, discussing about the laws of Borer in the same type. And we said that, if you remember before, we have two Gemara. One Gemara from Yerushalmi, one Gemara from Bavli. The Gemara in the Yerushalmi said a statement or said a question. Pomegranates from pomegranates, Borer. Granat, big granat from small granat, or small granat from big granat, borer.
How is it cut apple?
That's the question. So remember that the Yerushalmi said statement, comes the Taz and says yes, that's a statement. The laws of borer applies, big apple, pomegranate or small pomegranate, it's considered to be two different types. And so too, Ben Ish Chai paskin like the Taz. Ben Ish Chai looks like. You saw Ben Ish Chai, right? The picture.
Yeah.
Black.
Black, yeah.
Me white.
Sturbana, yeah. That was in Baghdad. He was. All the Chachamim over there was like dressed up like that. You know, before when he used to speak, 10,000 people used to hear him in Baghdad. 3 hours shiur.
Wow.
3 hours shiur. Men,
Men,
women, children, adults. Пожилые, 3 hours. Это было open miracle.
Как он это делал?
You know, 10,000 people, Bechol? You ever been in a wedding hall? 1,000 people. Ooh, какое большое свадьба было. 1,000 people came. Huh? Imagine what 10,000 we're talking about. Every Shabbat, 3 hours shiur Torah.
Every Shabbat.
In Baghdad. Zara. Crazy hot outside. All the men, all the children, all the women used to sit like this, listen.
Потому что они темные были.
Imagine?
Вы понимаете, что 10 тысяч, понимаете?
А?
10 тысяч.
It was, oh, yeah.
1 тысяча это целая рота. На свадьбе 30 человек, это уже большая свадьба. Это 10 тысяч.
So it's a huge amount, huge number. And keep them attending
Они
Есть
слышали.
1000 человек на свадьбе.
miracle. They say that whenever he passed away, his son, he asked his son, he was also Chacham. They asked him to teach. First Shabbat he comes. No, it was a lot of people came. Speak louder, we can't hear you. I said, I'm screaming. He said, I don't have the bracha my father had. My father had Shekhinah speaking out of his mouth, not him. So that's the Taz. Ben Ish Chai follows the Taz opinion. That the same type, the laws of Borer, applies. However, Rabbi Ovadia Yosef says, no, Johnny Chalfesh, no. The Yerushalmi did not say a statement. Yerushalmi is missing punctuation throughout the whole Yerushalmi. He doesn't have a question mark. He doesn't have a period, comma, like the Bavli also. But Bavli, whenever presenting a question, there is a word that he uses before. In the Yerushalmi, it's less common, those opening question words. Like in English, whenever you open a question, you say, do you so-and-so, right? Are you coming?
Бая, да, там идет, бая.
Right. So in a person that doesn't have a proper grammar in English, how does it say? You coming? Right? You coming could be read as a statement. You coming. Behold, tomorrow I have a party. You coming? Or I'm saying, behold, tomorrow I have a party. You coming? Right? Same exact words. Just the tune is different, makes the statement or question. So Rav Yosef says that was not a statement in the Yerushalmi. That was a question in the Yerushalmi. And since the Yerushalmi has a question, Bavli did not present to us such a restriction of Borer that it applies to the same kind.
But that's the question, does it go answer?
No, that's it. Different. Next.
Шаколь чу.
It's the next one, the next one, the next one, like that. That's why Yerushalmi, it was under a big stress. People was not like Bechor all day, can learn Torah, go here, go there, study Torah. No. All day they were running away for their lives in the days of the Yerushalmi. That's why they had to write it down, because they didn't have ability to sit down and review the material. That's why they had to sit down and write down. ברשות מוריי ורבותיי, ברוך אתה אדוני אלוהינו מלך העולם שהכל נהיה בדברו. Okay? So comes Rabbi Yosef and says that the Bavli did not mention that, therefore halacha that we go lenient. There is no borer, applies to one kind. Only whenever it's different kind. Now what different kind means? Is it the name? Is it the taste? Is it the family? Green apple and red apple in a box. I want to take out all the green apples and eat it tomorrow morning. Am I doing borer?
Jewel apples.
Huh? It's green apple and red apple.
Yeah, it's different.
Or I know my relative loves green grapes. He doesn't like
Right.
red or black.
It's different taste.
Can I take one before I serve dessert table?
The same product, the same
It's not the
taste,
same
it's not
product.
borer.
You know, Rosh Hashanah Bechor, on Rosh Hashanah, it's not good. David John.
Black.
It's not good to eat black grapes. Rosh Hashanah table, not good to eat black grapes.
Why, Rabbi?
And they say it's a bet dinim. The Adam and Chava sinned on that day, in Rosh Hashanah. So,
They like red.
huh?
They not black, they red.
Right. So they say black it was. The Rosh Hashanah, the sin of Adam Arishon was red wine, and red turns into black eventually. That's why they say it's not good to put black grapes on Rosh Hashanah table. Let's say right now you go to your kitchen before, you check what's happening over there, and you see your wife prepared the platter of fruits, put on top of it green grapes and black grapes. You want to say, this black grapes, Rosh Hashanah mumkin is. You want to take that grapes, grab black ones, away. These green grapes and this is black grapes. Are they considered to be two different types? And therefore the laws of, they're sitting in one vessel, so the laws of Borer applies to them or no?
No.
Maflog.
There's Rabotai very practical questions. So says Avadia, number two answer. Is there a prohibition in selecting rotten leaves? This was said in the morning. Are in the number three it is.
So rotten
Are
grass?
sour and sweet apples considered a mixture? Sour
It makes sense.
Yes.
and sweet. What would you say?
Yes.
Yes, Nachon? Bechor, what do you say?
Чего?
Sour apple, sweet apple, sitting in a box, all mixed up. It's considered to be a mixture or no?
No.
Very good, Bechor. This time you are correct.
Really?
Sour and sweet apples are not considered a mixture. Not.
Same entity.
Different.
The apples.
Different colors.
So we're going after the family.
How about color?
Even though the
Yeah.
color could be different.
Green,
It's
red,
different taste.
one family.
How about the rotten?
Let's see.
Rotten.
Rotten we spoke in the morning. We said that if it is in rotten, there's two levels. One is somewhat rotten. One is completely bad.
Чего это?
If it is rotten, how do you say rotten? Rotten is Hagai John Bet. How do you say rotten in English?
Гнилой или испорченный?
Испорченный.
Да.
So if it is
Это уже другая категория.
right, that's what we learned in the morning. Shmone Budet, Joe Budet Dina. Imro.
Испорченный с поем.
Кушает Моногоя.
Разный гнилой.
Kem хордаги.
Поздно вышли на синагогу, поздно начали, поздно это, балаган.
У нас вовремя начиная, вовремя заканчивай. Потом Дивре Тора. You miss.
Ратан это гнилой.
Гнилой, да. So remember, guys, Chagai John, remember in the morning we learned there's two levels of rotten. One rotten is a little bit. One rotten is complete garbage. Mold, everything, cannot use it. If a person using, separating the mold one away, that's a doraita asu. Because 100% musar, 100% not edible.
So how about you do?
So you take the good one out
those leaves.
and leave the ones behind the bad ones. If they stick to it, we said, if they stick to it because they're so sticky and gooey and all these things, so then it's considered to be like a peel on top of an egg or on top of an orange, stuff like that. You're allowed to remove the peel because it
What if
sticks
it's
to
like
it.
7 good apples and 3 rotten ones?
So you have to take the good apples out.
Yeah, but
Here we're talking
apple
about
is not
leaf.
the example.
Here,
The
we're
example
talking
is,
about lettuce.
Lettuce,
And you have to eat immediately.
lettuce,
Yeah.
dill,
Yeah.
cilantro. All this. This one is.
Проверь, нормально.
You can take it.
Чуть-чуть попробуй. Чуть-чуть. Все. Now open it. It's, what is it, date? Open it.
Apple you can take.
Take out the seed.
Good one. out of the bad one.
And check there is no bugs.
Lettuce is a problem issue.
Kaptura
He's
zaydı.
saying that
Oh, zayjot bechor.
it's two optional.
A lot.
One is can be rotten.
Be very
one
careful
is
with the
good, one
with
is
the
halfway.
dates, dry dates. Okay? Okay. Baruch Hashem. Enjoy.
Can you finish this rotten one?
So if it is completely garbage, what we learn? Complete garbage. Separate the garbage out. The Oraita is the Rabbanan. Complete garbage. The Oraita. If it is somewhat garbage, not edible, I can eat it, but it's not the best. I wouldn't serve it to guests. That to separate that one out is asur.
And you
Midrabanan.
allowed to throw everything, to take everything to throw.
Whatever.
You're saying the deal is no good. That's it. You cannot.
You want to throw all the whole deal out?
You have in the middle. You have some good, but yeah, you want to throw. It's
Okay,
not,
throw it.
it's not
Why do you take the whole deal in garbage? The whole entire package?
Yeah.
Yeah, throw
With
it.
the good, with the bad.
So the
That's
half,
up to you.
The half rotten one you could use it for a sofek.
It's not. It's asum de Rabbanan. It's asur,
So you could use another.
but it's asum de Rabbanan. It's important to know it's asum de
So that
Rabbanan.
means some rabbis agree, some rabbis don't agree.
No. It's asur according to all opinions, but not by Torah law, by the Rabbanan law. It's important to know
How are
that.
you gonna take the good one?
It's important to know because if you will be violating a Torah law, you're not allowed to benefit from whatever was done.
But it was rabbinate.
But if it's the Rabbanan, most likely Babulia doesn't know the laws. She did it by Shogeg.
So I can.
Shogeg, the Rabbanan, you will be allowed to enjoy from
But
it.
how you can take the good one out of the bad one? If
Just
it's
one,
good, it's
one more example to him.
wash it,
One more
take it.
example, just. It's a, let's say you're the catering hall. You have a catering. Shabbat Chatan Utzibeh, right? And right now you want to tell the guy, take out this lettuce that it's spoiled a little bit, take it out. So tell the guy it's asur midrabanan. You're telling him to violate the Oraita law or the Rabbanan law? Rabbanan law. For sake of the Shabbat Chatan, for people to enjoy mitzvah of Shabbat, you'll be allowed. But if you tell the guy, shoot. But if you tell the guy, do the Oraita for the people, that will be a problem. That's it's important to know which category things are. It's the Oraita asur or it's the Rabbanan asur. Got it? Yes, more practical reasons why we need to know this or that. Yes, Chagai, what's the
But
question?
usually when it's rotten, it's impossible to take good one out of the bad one.
Okay. So then what do you want to
Impossible
do?
to take
You want
the
to take the
bad one out
bad?
of the good one.
So you're gonna have to wash it.
You have to wash it.
Okay, wash. So no problem because it's considered to be like klipa, like a
Yeah, but when you're
shell,
washing, so
cover.
you're taking out the bad one.
yeah, it's fine. Whenever you wash and the bad one leaves away from it, it's like you have dirt
You
on
have
top
to
of
separate by yourself with the fingers to wash. You have to separate
it. Separate what?
the bad one.
So take with the bad a little bit of the good. You will, if you will take just the bad out, will be a problem because you're separating the bad out of the good.
Washing it.
Yeah, washing it's something else. Whenever you wash, the bed falls. It's like you have dirt on the apple, and whenever you wash, that dirt washes off. There's no problem. Got it?
If there's a fully rotten grape, and can you separate that with a good grape? Or is that not-
It's not gonna be. It's impossible. How are you gonna do
It
that?
means to pluck two of them
Yeah, you
together.
take two.
If it's attached to one thing, to one branch, it's otherwise how are you gonna do it?
They have different stems.
Yeah, different stems not gonna help. If I take a hair out of, I have a salad, I have lemon seed inside, right? I take the lemon seed from this side of the bowl, from the left side of the bowl, and I take some of the tomatoes from the bowl on the right side. Is it gonna help? Why? I took the bad and the good out, but it's not. What's the logic taking something with the good out? The logic is the restriction of borer is when you separate from the mixture
time.
good, and you left the bad behind. Problem. Or if you're not eating it immediately. Or the other way around, if you separate the bad out of the good, even if you eat it immediately, it's a problem. What's the reason? This bad, let's say lemon seed, lemon seed. It was sitting inside the vegetables. You made salad, you squeezed it on top of it, it fell inside. נכון? That lemon seed is sitting right now in the mixture, on top, inside, whatever, they mixed it or not. Yeah, it's inside. Good, on top or not, but it's inside the bowl. Good. So it's considered to be mixed with the vegetables around it, right?
Sure.
Whenever you take some of the vegetables together with that pit, with that lemon seed, what are you doing? You're keeping it still in the mixture. The restriction of borer is to separate out from the mixture. I didn't separate it out of the mixture. I split the mixture.
Same thing with the grapes. You doing them together. You hold.
But they are not mixed with each other. That grape that is completely rotten, that is in a different step with that grape,
No, they're next to each other.
they're next to each other in a different stamp.
Yeah.
They're not considered to be mixed.
It's like in the same plate. What's the
What
difference
about
if
this
they
one?
attach
What do you
different
do?
stamps?
That's what I'm trying to say. That is the rotten one mixed with the good ones over there?
Yeah.
Which goods? The one that are in the same stamp. Even the one that are in a different stamp? I have a doubt if it'll count like that.
מה עם זה?
Yes, Yaakov Jun, what's your question?
עכשיו זה?
Вот это можно в шаббат открыть, вытащить вот эту косточку
That.
и кушать?
How else can we do? You took it out. If possible for you to hold the pit, the semechki, what do you call this? The pit, and take the good, that will be the right way to do. When you open it, do you have to take the pit one out, or can you hold the pit and take the fruit out? Which you remove from what?
Вот этот.
Is it possible for you to hold the
With
pit
your mouth.
and remove the
You take a
date?
bite. You take a bite of a pear.
No, you want to check.
spit,
You want to
spit.
check it first.
Oh.
It was,
Look, you can just leave it like this. See?
Good.
Check, like this. And that's it. Then you eat this and then you leave that.
What do you do with the pit?
Huh?
What do you do with the pit?
First you eat that.
Okay.
You don't
Or
eat
you
the
can
pit.
do like this. You can do like this.
Okay.
Hold by the pit.
All by the
eat
pit in
this,
here? Okay.
and
Understood. That's also a
Слушай,
solution.
покажи нам как это.
shit.
Добре приятель.
Демонстрацию сделай.
Oh, they're saying if it's in one thing, it doesn't count.
Huh?
для этого его открыл, скажи,
It
Бара.
doesn't count.
Very good.
Ты же рвать не будешь.
I
Remember?
just told him.
Yaakov, Michael said a good point.
That's what I just told him.
Same thing like a fish.
Kikiro, Kikiro, what we learn about the fish?
I told him the same thing. I said it's growing with it. It's part of it.
So if it's part of it, can you take the bones of the fish
Yes.
out?
Yeah.
Yes.
No, you have to put it in your mouth.
Yes.
Take it out.
Yes.
Oh, yes.
Or I have to eat the fish in my mouth and then take the bones out of my mouth?
No, doesn't matter.
What we learn?
Same thing. No
Take it
problem.
out.
Why allowed?
Because it's
Part of
suffix
it,
effect.
the
Very good. Doubled out.
Double
Suffix
down.
effect. All
Because first
Tell
of
us.
all, you're eating it because first of all they grow together.
Mechubar.
Mechubar. So they
Mechubar.
grow- Mechubar. So it means they grow together. So according to one opinion, it's not really a separate thing. It's together. So it's not like you're not separating.
It's one thing.
It's one thing. You're not separating from one thing. And second, if you come and say no, you are separating it. So maybe that you are eating it immediately, right away, according to most opinions, then it's fine.
Very good. Maria Abulafia. Remember? Rabbi Yitzchak Abulafia told us that whenever you're separating, not putting it on the table. Separating while it's in your hands right now to eat it, it's not considered to be borer. It's considered to be the way eating. That's how people eat. Remember? So since we have it doubled out, we'll be allowed.
No, but we said for the child, you remember? We said you're allowed to take it out.
Okay, so it's immediate.
And put it in his mouth. Not put it on the table and he'll eat it soon.
No, give it to him.
Give it to him to eat now.
Same
Right
concept.
now, right now.
Right.
Same concept.
Now I'm gonna put it on the table. He'll come soon after his game.
But the, what do you call it? The kostочки.
The bones.
The bones.
Big
You
boss.
put it first in your plate, and then you give it to him because you're afraid that the bones can, God forbid, something can happen to him.
So that's why you have to separate the bones and eat. Give it to him to eat right now, right now.
Yeah.
You understand me or no?
First of all, if it's during Suda, you don't have to eat it right now.
Not gonna help you.
Suda.
No, 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 no. The Maria Bulafia said that it must be done right now, right now. It's not the whatever you're saying on the Seudah. On the Seudah is a long time until Birkat Hamazon. We count like it is right now, but that's only when you put it on the table. The leniency Maria Bulafia is telling you is you're not allowed to put it on the table.
Not table, your plate. I said.
Your plate doesn't matter. It's not a work plate or table. It's you are presenting it in front of you and you're gonna eat it soon. Maria Bulafia didn't allow that.
That's bottom line.
That's only whenever you are about to eat right now. I'm taking the fish, I'm separating the bone, I'm eating.
Okay.
But I'm not separating the bones and leave it over there and people will come soon. 5-10 minutes, people will come. That's the Maria Bulafia didn't allow. So then the Birkat Hamazon will not allow you until Birkat Hamazon. Speak it, Obiritzi, Becharajon. Speak it. Got it? Okay, next. So that was number 3. Sour and sweet apples are not considered a mixture. Are not considered a mixture.
Because
Got
it's
it?
the same. It's the same apple.
Huh?
It's apple also.
Because they're both considered to be apples, right? Now let's see number 4.
Green, red, small, big.
So that means no matter what kind of, as long as it's apple, it's the same thing.
Apple.
Are different pieces of meat considered a mixture? Different pieces of meat. You have, how do you call this? Tongue? Tongue.
Zabon.
You have zabon, tongue. And you have shoulder. And you have ribeye steak. And all this you have in one plate. Now, you don't like the way the tongue looks. You're afraid it's going to lick you right now. You want to remove that tongue away from the plate.
Best part.
This guy's sensitive. Can you remove it out of the plate or it's... But that's a different taste. Tongue. Oh, very good. So we're looking at the karova is one thing. The whole cow is one thing. Even though it's different taste, different texture. Nevertheless, considered to be as one.
Meat, they say,
If this is gonna be chicken, that.
No, that's already different. That's already
Lamb,
different.
chicken, and cow.
But here, look number 5. Are gizzard, thick part of the bird's stomach, or liver, and chicken meat, considered as 2 types. But gizzard, thick part of bird's stomach, or liver and chicken meat, considered as 2 types. Let's see, 188.5. 188.5. Yaakov John, can I bother you? Behind you, there is Chazon Ovadia Chelek, Shabbat Chelek Daled. I have it in the computer, forget about it. I'll look in here.
Yeah, this one? No.
Sometimes Zachni is given with the vegetables, with carrots and sweet potatoes.
Right.
The borek.
There will be borek, because the carrots and the chicken are 2 different things.
But what about chicken and meat? Is the chicken and meat also the one family?
No.
No.
Chicken and meat, no. Meat of the cow,
Parts of the cow.
part of the cow,
One family.
it's one family.
But if it's chicken already,
It's borer when
You don't
not on the
want?
Seuda.
You don't like the tongue.
When you're not on the Seuda.
No, even in the Suda. In Suda, you cannot take the bed out of the good. I'm sitting in the Suda. Can I take the bed out of the good?
but we said, yeah,
But
if you
it's
eat
separate.
I right now have oranges in the Suda.
No, we're not talking about orange.
Orange is not a good example.
We're talking about the plate of meat
Platter of meat.
with the vegetable.
Yeah.
What's
I
the
don't.
vegetable?
I don't like the tongue.
Okay, you don't.
Is it considered to be garbage for me? For me, undesirable.
No, but your attention, you look on the plate, your attention not in the tongue, you're seeing over there meat, or you're seeing over the chicken, you're taking the chicken, you're not going to the tongue.
Yeah, I'm not talking this. The chicken you want. You take the chicken what you
Yeah,
want.
that's it.
We say if I don't want the tongue, I don't like how it looks, мне плохо от него. Я просто на него смотреть мне плохо. Can I separate the tongue out from the platter?
Hold on, what do you mean? This the platter for everybody is now. What do you mean? You take it. What are you gonna do with this one? Take it out. What are you
Put
gonna
it in the kitchen.
do? Wow, but the other people eating.
Expensive.
It's not good.
Your wife
example.
served it. You and her, your wife sitting. She served it. Friday night, she served. There was a lot of people. Остался. Shabbat morning, you come. She puts it again on the table. So please take the tongue away. Take. I don't like to see it. Look at it. Потом замон cemetery на Shabbat.
that's the only Torah Hebrew.
No, it's not good example, Rabbi.
Whatever. Give another example.
If your wife
You-
should know that you don't like tongues, she's not gonna buy, even though it's gonna be 1,000 guests in your home.
You are correct. Let's.
It's not good example. We're talking about the let's say we have Suda Shlishit over here. Now in the Suda Shlishit you put over there Bach.
You were talking about meat, different type of meat.
Yeah, it was different type of meat, and plus it was a vegetable over there.
So how are we gonna count this?
So you're eating whatever you eat. It's considered as a borel.
No, but you eat good. There's no problem.
That's it.
Problem is what if you separate from the meat? You have a platter of meat, different type of the parts of the animal, and you want to separate the one that you don't want like, or it's fatty. Let's say right now you're sitting with bovo. Bovo is not allowed to have the fat. He's gonna die. Cholesterol.
Okay,
Nibisa.
yes, so you're gonna cut it. Okay.
Bovo, hey, don't worry about it. Give it to me. No, Bovo. You want to take it out? Put it away.
You allow. Yeah, of course.
So that's pikuach nefesh. Bobo is gonna die, right? But let's say not that way.
You're cutting the meat with the fat little bit over there. That's it. And you're eating the meat.
So can you do that? And what about borer? You separate the
It's
fat,
not- You're separating with the good.
but you separate only the fat.
Одна корова.
So that's what I'm saying. Adna karova. I'm trying to make him understand. Adna karova, there's no problem.
Не догоняешь?
Он догоняет, он догоняет. Он умный человек, не
But we're
переживай.
not talking about this one. We're talking about the mix over there with the vegetable, with the stuff.
Vegetable, that's not the issue.
Bechor, what's your question?
Конфеты, он говорит, на шаббат бросает, и люди
Vegetable is not the issue?
Нельзя,
We talk about the same kind.
Say again. Confetti what?
The same kind.
Бросает
Same
шаббат
kind is not
конфеты.
the
Теперь
issue.
он выбирает, такой хочу, такой не хочу.
Откуда выбирает?
Ладно, ладно.
So that you said brasayut. Brasayut means the throwing.
Да.
The candies that they throw, they fall on the floor.
Yes.
Floor is not a vessel. Lozo borer starts in a vessel, not on the floor. So if it's the candies on the floor, is not separate, they're all scattered. They're not next to each other.
А если вот так подают?
And the platter, the plate that they give,
must
that's a
have
question.
Вот так
Вы
можно.
можете взять, выбирать.
Even if
можете.
it's next to each other on the floor, still not gonna.
It could be a private. They're next to each other on the floor.
So there's no vessel.
They're like piled up. They're next on top. It doesn't have to be a
Next to
vessel.
each
In a
other.
vessel, they make sure that they are in one place.
So if
Thing.
I put on the table, scattered them.
Scatter, no problem. That was the story with Rav Bibi. Remember that the two guests came and he threw the basket like this in front of them. Remember? Why? Because he wanted to not to be in the
How
vessel.
much minimum space you need in
The
between them?
size of them. What's the size of them?
If it's the
If they
space,
scatter more than the size of themselves,
then that's good.
it's considered to be scattered, not considered next to
Not
each other.
touch.
Да, беходзо.
Я говорю, если плату мне дали конфеты, я какой-то другой хочу. Я это на пол переверну и с пола возьму.
No problem.
Ага.
Because then you are going to be on top of each other. It's still borer.
We don't know what time it was.
Whenever, Bechor, when I was explaining it to him, it's exactly your question. He asked, Rabbi, what if I have on the floor, I have a candy over here, they throw a lot of candies. Well, this ugo. Okay? And I take right now the orange one, there is like 20 candies there. I take the orange one, I put it in my pocket. I did borer or no?
Yes.
Why? It's on the floor.
Okay, you put it in your pocket, you don't eat right away.
Yeah, we're talking when you don't eat right away. But it's not in a vessel.
Yeah.
So the answer is, if they are piled up, and piled up means the size of the candy. Let's say it's the 3-4 centimeters long. One centimeter такой же размер. Если они около друг друга, they are next to each other, it's considered to be mixed. If they are further than the size of themselves, it's considered to be scattered. Fahmidim? Very good. This morning, Bechor, I told this to one Gabbai. I told him, you know, you have parties in your synagogue. He says, why are you asking? I said, you bringing candies? He said, Rabbi, in our synagogue, we bring candies every Shabbat. With parties or without? I said, wait. I thought once in a while we make a problem. Now we find out every week you make a problem. I said, why? What's the problem? I told him, if you take the candies, according to Rabbi Yosef, and you're not eating the one that you separated now, are you going to eat it later? You made borer on Shabbat. Rabbi, but I took the one I want. You're right, the one that you want from the other ones that you didn't want. Ah, you like this the most. So it's to be borer if you're not eating it immediately. I said, wow,
serve one
Rabbi,
type of
you,
candy, I don't
well, I
see
come
why.
to shul all my life. I never knew
One
that.
time.
1,000 times we
Rabbi,
did it.
question.
One
You have
color.
them on the table. You want to spread them. Can you spread them with your hands and then take it?
Yeah. The separation will be only whenever you are separating from a mixture. And now it's not a
You're
mixture.
spreading.
That's what Rav Bibi did. Rav Bibi
No,
scattered.
okay, maybe because he threw it, but over here you actually have to.
You're separating, not picking a certain one. You're separating everything. By halakha, throwing is your action also. If I throw a ball on the light and I turn it off or turn on, I did it.
I don't see
I turn it on.
I don't see the difference, Rabbi.
If I shoot an arrow and I kill somebody, I killed him.
Rabbi,
If I shoot yes.
шаббат не считается, как будто вы убили.
Hold on, Rabbi. I don't see the difference. That if I'm taking,
Случайно.
if I'm taking the candies,
Yeah.
5-10 candies I took and I put in my pocket.
Yeah.
Right, I'm not eating now. They give, I put
So-
in my pocket.
So that's if you specific. I want the orange taste.
Hold on. He bring the platter with the candy. I took
Without choosing. Without choosing.
I took
Okay,
10
so there's
candies
no
I put
borer.
in my pocket. I'm the reading Torah. I put in my pocket.
That's
good.
Now I wanna eat. I'm taking out all these one. I say, oh, this one I like. I'm gonna take and eat.
Good. And you separate and you eat now.
Yes.
As soon as you separate, you eat. No problem.
Мута.
Okay. And
Problem starts whenever you separate from the plate, and you're gonna put it in your pocket or somewhere in the closet. Doesn't matter where. You separate it now. I eat it later. That's a problem.
Пам идея, next.
Okay.
Сейчас параша подходит.
Yeah, we're already in Parashat time. Okay. I just wanted to show you inside the Chazon Ovadia that Ovadia brings it here. It says different types of meat, fried, boiled, tam не знаю, roasted.
From the same cow.
That's we're not gonna say one cow
Why not?
because it was made different.
So you can do from the same cow also different.
That's why I don't want you to go home thinking that one cow is okay. No. One cow, same way of cooking.
According to
That's okay. But if that one is going to be fried, you took ribeye steak, you made shashlik. Then you took the tongue, you boiled it. They're sitting in one platter. You can't say, Rabbi, it's one cow. No, this went through the fire and this one went through the water. It's two different tastes
But if
already.
you don't know how it are made,
Safek d'oraita. Safek d'oraita. Lechumra. Shabbat, Rabotai, smallest doubt, you cannot take the risk. You're playing with biggest, highest level of fire. Remember, this is skila. It's the highest level of avera in Torah.
в шаббат лучше не двигаться.
No. Двигайтесь правильно.
no, but that's safek. You don't know how they are made, but even now, if you come and you tell me how you know how to make, maybe
Here.
halal is that
Here.
one.
Meir John, how are you?
What do you
Here.
mean is
תיגע. אבל חלקים שונים. מן העוף, different type of pieces from the chicken, כגון חזה, breast chicken, ושוק. The shock is the thigh. וכנפיים, the wings. נחשבים למין אחד. They consider to be
even though it's
one
cooked
type.
different.
No. Come, I'll show you the cooked different ones.
Солнечная болезнь.
Here. ובשר צלי, roasted, צלי. ובשר מבושל, cooked, נחשבים לשני מינים. They consider to
What
be
I mean, I know,
two
not
types.
getting the point.
The point is, if they, Bechor John, Bechor,
It's on
10
the
o'clock,
platter.
we're going to turn the camera on your side. We're going to pray a bit, you're going to give your class. Till then, the camera is on my side, and your eyes is also on my side.
So on the platter you have
One cow, same way of cooking, no bore.
Yeah, okay, I understand. But if you have different kind of cooking on one platter, cow, I mean the beef, different kind of the cooking
Bechor, אנחנו כל עניין יסלשו בו.
on the platter. So what's the borer over them?
Say again, what's the case?
You have the platter
Platter.
on the table.
Plate.
Platter, yeah, plate with
Okay.
the meat.
Different parts of meat.
Different parts of meat, different cooking.
Different cooking problem.
So what's
It's
the
a mixture.
The one that you're
No,
gonna
the
eat.
one that you eat is no problem. Problem is whenever you separate out whatever you don't want to eat.
But how are you gonna separate if they're gonna give you the plate? You're choosing whatever you like.
Okay, that's no
So
problem.
what's the problem then?
Problem is whenever you're removing from that plate whatever you don't like. There is over there the tongue, cooked tongue. I cannot look
But
at it.
why-
Take it away from here.
No, this is
Only if it's cooked differently.
why you need to do
This
that?
is cooked. Atam ribeye steak is
Yeah, but
it's
you're not eating,
roasted.
he's eating.
Параша.
All
You're
of
not
them don't
eating,
like
he's
it.
eating.
All of them
So
don't
separate for him. But if nobody likes it over here, they took it out. You went right now to Yushvo. Shabbat, Bechor made Yushvo. In the Yushvo, they put over there the plate. Roasted meat, cooked meat, and the tongue cooked. Can you remove from that platter the tongue? You guys like it? No. Take it out. Take it
Okay,
out.
what you doing?
You're separating
What you
everything
doing?
out to get away. What did you just
This-
eat?
Boreg.
What you doing if you're going some guests and they serving you on your platter, each one separate the meat.
Now what did you take?
Beef is,
What do you take?
No, they're serving on your platter.
Yeah.
Like when you're
On your
going
plate.
to when you're going.
What
to-
do you take? Whatever you want.
Yeah, you.
No
eating-
problem.
You eating whatever you want.
No
you don't-
problem.
You're not eating whatever you don't want.
You're right.
But you
No.
cannot take this one and say, okay, I don't need this one. So
Right.
This one
That's
is
a
whatever.
problem, Borer. When you remove what you don't want. Got it? Very good. Rabotai, today you behave nice. So, Bechor, I almost canceled Parsha today, but last second I decided on